And good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I see we already have some people here in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And how is everybody doing tonight? Let's see here. Let me get updated here. And let's see. And there we go. All right, everybody should have their second notice now. All right, and like I said, I already put the link up. If anybody wants to jump in, go ahead and come on in. We'll introduce yourself, and you're going to do story times tonight. So if you got good stories of hunting, fishing, gardening, a good recipe for cooking, and we can share, come on up. Any takers? Any takers? Yeah. I see Cliff is in. I see Tyler's in. My wife said something earlier. Come on, everybody. Come on up. So where is everybody? Come on, there's only one in the chat. Come on, guys. Let me go through these messages here real quick. Let's see. And I'm still waiting for everybody to show up tonight. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this every Wednesday night. Since I'm on social media 3 nights a week, I decided to go ahead and choose tonight for myself. I'm just checking all my messages and stuff, so actually I should be using my phone instead of my tablet. Put this up here so I can at least read that. Yeah, let's see. Hope everybody got their coffee tonight. Like I said, let's see how bad the lightning is. I know I have a thunderstorm on the way. I'll probably mention this again a little bit later on. And I'll actually be able to see it come too, because I can see it through my windows. I should be able to see some of the flashing through the trees. But so far, a pretty good lightning storm going on. Let's see, still just me on here. Let's see. And still only one in here. And that's probably my tablet. Let's do this. Oh, where is everybody tonight? Ooh, a Labor Day sale. Well, good evening. Who's ever just popped in? I just actually watched it change. Thank you for coming in. Let me go ahead and share that link again. So if anybody wants to come on up, you guys can. I can have up to 6 people. And there we go. As you guys can see through the title of tonight, I figured I'd have people just pop on and tell a couple stories of their outdoor experiences, whether it be hunting, fishing, camping, um, outdoor cooking, gardening. Yeah, we can talk. I'll talk about it on my channel. I have no problems. What are you gonna do? Not monetize me right now? Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, I am outspoken. Oh, my chat is falling behind here on my tablet. Let me get that redone here. Okay, there we go. Hey, Ajax, go ahead, click on, and come on up. Just waiting for a few more folks to show up and do a little bit of storytelling tonight. I figured I would try this. I invited quite a few people to show up tonight. If they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. I'm not going to hold it against them because they do have other lives too. I didn't give them a whole lot of time, at least 2 hours. So I figured I'd probably pick once a month to do a storytelling night. So I'm going to try and get on every Wednesday night. So I'm going to try and block that time there. I know a lot of people that in the groups that I am with are not on Wednesday nights. So I figured that's a good enough slot. Yeah, I don't know how late some of the other folks are working tonight. But like I said, I figured 8 o'clock is a good time. 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Like AHX right there, he's at 9 o'clock now, a little after 9. So if he stays for the whole 2 hours, I mean, it'll be 11 o'clock at night for him. And I'm off tomorrow, but I'm still got to keep a schedule here inside the household. Some people do have to work tomorrow. Yeah, I figured I was gonna mess with the algorithm, so I decided to go ahead and put night instead of night, and see what that does. Yeah, like I said, yeah, go ahead, click on the link up there. Go ahead, come on the StreamYard. You don't have to be scared. Just dressed appropriately, please. Don't need any streakers. That'll get us in trouble. Yeah. I haven't changed Buck. He's still the same as last week. So, like I said, I've been getting a lot of stuff done, prepping a lot of stuff for working on the house. So I figured that's what I was going to do tomorrow. You know what? I don't know. I sent out on Instagram. I sent it out on Facebook. Sent out a couple of emails. No, I did not send out any emails. I figured you'd probably pick it up anyways, Taylor.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
What time do you work tomorrow?
I'm off. Remember they kind of messed with my schedule? Yeah. Yeah.
I was just hoping because I'm 8 to 2:30.
8 to that's what I had today. They couldn't swap them, make it a lot easier. Yeah, no, both the daughter and I, we work at the same location, just different departments. And like I said, our new schedules are supposed to start next month sometime. So I will have 2 days off consecutively in the middle of the week. I figured if I'm going to go ahead and do more YouTube videos, I'd prefer to have the my weekend in the middle of the week. It makes things a little bit less crowded for me to go to. I said if I wanted to go to the park and do a video there, there won't be a whole lot of people there because there is a small little pond there. It's only a few minutes away. I can always run down to some of the lakes around here in this area. I can fish those. Yeah, Ajax, it's at, well, hi, Cecilia. I didn't see Cliff. Did Cliff say something? I know he said something earlier. What was I saying? I got distracted. Thanks, Cecilia. Yeah, yeah, like I said, oh yeah, so yeah, I figured I'd try and get to a couple places where there's no people around, and get some kind of videoing done. So I figured I have my page is blank. What page? I don't quite understand. Talking about my YouTube or my my oh shoot, was it the Facebook? I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I've been trying. I've been trying to add them in there and I can't figure it out. Yeah, I just haven't got back to you. I just saw it just before I got on live. A lot of my stuff, I don't check it until the evening time, unfortunately. I try and spend a lot of my my daytime around doing stuff on the house. Sometimes I don't get home until like 6 o'clock at night. Yeah, like I said, I read it on Facebook. Yeah, like I said, I just quickly scrolled through it. Yeah. Like I said, I finally saw it today. I did not check any of my other social media last night. I was helping the wife, and I was working here on the house until almost dark. It was a little bit after dark. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to have a video chat with you, Cecilia, somehow, so you can help me get through all of that instead of trying to button mash everything to try and get everything figured out. Well, there's Kincaid. He made it on. Like I said, I put that link up just a little bit earlier. Let me go ahead and send that out again. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit slow here. I haven't quite figured it all out yet. Oh, he's on his phone. He hasn't set up his camera yet. That's okay. We got time. Oh, by the way, I do have thunderstorms in the vicinity. So if I lose power, sorry, guys. And yeah, I'll be okay. I'll just unplug my laptop. Yeah, I think the youngest one is 22 now. Going to be 23. Like I said, I'm old. Yeah, I'll be able to see the thunderstorms coming through my windows. So once they get here, I'll unplug the computer, even though I do live in a Faraday cage, which sometimes is awesome, but sometimes bad. Yeah, I hear the kid complaining, we live in a Faraday cage, can't even get our phone calls. Yeah, Colin says he'll be 55 next month. Yeah. Just the older stepdaughter than the daughter we have together. And that's it. Yeah, I figured, yeah, I've done enough harm to this planet. All I need is more clones like me. Oh, there you are.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Colin?
Told you I'd make
You're
it
on the
on if
phone
I
tonight,
could.
huh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
temporarily. I hadn't had a chance to get my computer set up. So,
Okay. Yeah, at least you're on the phone.
yeah, I'm here.
You made it.
We
Yeah,
we
well,
get
I
the
figured we'd
internet
do story
tomorrow.
night. Yes.
Say what's that?
I said, I figured tonight we'd do storytelling tonight. So,
Okay. What kind of storytelling?
like hunting, fishing, camping, gardening, the outdoor stories.
Oh, I've got one from Ian's when he got his first rabbit this year, but that's about,
Yeah.
nothing. That's not. I'm not sure if anybody would want to hear about that. It depends what people are interested in.
Yeah. Like I said, it's basically an outdoor channel. You know, I don't mind teaching anybody or everybody what they want to know. I just need to
Right.
know what do they want to learn. Right now, I'm just trying to learn technology. I've escaped it so far. Now I'm kind of embracing it and I'm playing catch up with it.
Well, I'll help you as much as I can on StreamYard,
Yeah.
that kind of
Otherwise,
thing.
I'm gonna have Cecilia help me, but it's all gonna be text back and forth. It'd be nice if
Right.
we can video chat and probably speed it up a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about that tomorrow night, we can do that too. Still, to
Yeah.
continue on. So,
Yeah.
um,
It gives you a
you
heads
know
up
my
of what you want to do.
yeah yeah my topics are pretty much fluid anyway.
Yeah.
We never know what we're going to talk about, but
Yeah.
I even
Yeah.
when I have a set topic, it never stays.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's what I was going to try and say. You know, you know, I'll put it down in the description. A story night,
Okay.
storytelling night.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, I've got an old story my dad told me that you might think was interesting.
yeah, go for it. I mean, it's
Okay.
anybody's story, even if it's second or third hand.
Well, it was my dad and I were out squirrel hunting back when I was probably about 15 or 16. And I could see my dad across the holler. He was on one hill, I was on the other, little valley between us. He's sitting there next to the tree, looking at the trees, watching the squirrels, smoking a cigarette, and a deer comes up behind him and nuzzles his ear while he's sitting there. First of all,
Uh,
he's not even there for deer. Second of
uh,
all, he was calm about it. which is
Oh yeah.
really it freaked me out. But what am I going to do? But my dad was. Oh man, now I miss my dad. I lost him back in '99. So,
Yeah.
but he taught me everything I knew about regular hunting. Bow hunting, I learned on my own because he didn't handle bows, but he was really cool. He actually knew more about mushrooming and morels and stuff than I,
Oh,
ever
I
seen.
would
So
love to learn that.
I know how, but I can't touch them.
Yeah, but
But
like I said, see, I love eating mushrooms. There's so many different meals you can prepare with them and add them to
oh,
something.
tell me about it. But I have to watch out what I eat,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I want to make sure, if anybody else wants to learn how, the stuff my dad taught me, with one exception, the one, I'm not even sure if I got it on my phone. I actually have a picture of my dad and my uncle with foot-long morels.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I've
Yeah.
got, I got picture proof
Yeah.
of, his skill in mushrooming. Um,
Yeah.
you may have heard Tyler Woods talk about his, making tons of money with collecting morels and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
there's something about picture proof of somebody actually finding stuff a foot tall on
Yeah.
a
Like I said,
regular basis.
on a regular. Yeah. Like I said, you got to be right around that right tree, right time.
Oh,
And that's all I know.
they had a patch that they used to go back to every year,
Hmm.
and they never told anybody.
You know what? I probably wouldn't tell anybody about it either.
The thing is, they took it to the grave with them.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of yeah. Well, like I
Both
said,
of
when
them.
something unexpected happens, yeah, that kind of tends to happen.
You know, you know.
Oh yes,
uh,
please, everybody, hit like and subscribe, please. Yes.
I will do so once I get the computer set up and running. But
Yeah.
I am going to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
your
Rob.
co-host today. You're my host.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said,
Hey,
like I said,
Rob.
yeah. If Rob wants to come up, he can. Anybody can come up
Hey,
and tell a
Jax, how you
story.
doing? Cecilia, how you doing?
So
I'm just. Go ahead.
yeah, a lot of times I'm the storyteller, but I want to hear other people's stories too. And this maybe
Well,
on this platform we can share, and everybody can share a story
yeah.
or two or three tonight. Depends on how many
Actually,
people come up.
well, I'm sure I told this one on my channel, but about Ian getting his first rabbit this year.
You haven't
And
said it on my channel on yours, but go
no,
ahead, tell them the story.
okay, well, okay. It was back in April. No. It was before he turned 16. So it might have been
Hi, Timmy.
February or March. March. My wife corrected me. It was March. Um,
They
we
always
were
know.
at we were at a place in here in Iowa called the Russell Wildlife Area. It is open to hunting. There's a few ponds and stuff like that, and it just snowed, so that which made it easier to hunt. Obviously, we were hunting rabbits, and we were going around, and all of a sudden, Ian tells me to stop. He he's got his air rifle, the 22 caliber air rifle that he uses, the Beeman. I think I
Yeah.
told you about that one.
Yes.
And he tells me to stop. He takes a couple steps forward, pulls his rifle up, and takes his shot. Now, it was a headshot. If you would just let it die, you would have been fine because it
Hmm.
took off and it. But he said, "Here." He reaches around, snags my regular 22 from my hands, and starts shooting it, and more headshots.
That's
And
awesome.
I've got pictures of the rabbit he got. It cleaned out. When we dressed out at about 2.5 pounds. But if you guys want to know who ate most of the
Oh,
rabbit, that's her. That's the culprit.
that's the culprit.
Yeah. Well, she did cook it, but the thing is, she forgot to leave some for the rest of us. But if we would have had more rabbits, she would have cooked them no issues because Jenny actually grew up raising rabbits for food.
Where?
So that's pretty cool. So she has no problem with cooking rabbits as long as I clean them.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
have no issues with cleaning them as long as, she cooks them.
Well,
But that was
like I said,
Ian's first rabbit, and he was both shocked and amazed at the same time because, he didn't know about the squeal.
oh,
Because people don't talk about the squeal.
no, they don't. They don't.
But it didn't last long, and he did everything he could. He was, he did a clean, ethical hit in the head.
Yeah.
So if you're going to hit a rabbit, that's a good spot to hit it.
Yeah. Well,
But he's pretty cool. I'm proud of him.
yeah. Well, like I said, another YouTuber says, "Don't be mean, kill them clean."
Yep.
So yes.
And we don't hunt for trophy in our household. We hunt for food.
No, it's food.
Yep.
Well, for me, it's also pest control as well. So,
Yeah. With our new place, which I still owe you a video about where we're at, but we only been in the house for 4 days, so we haven't had much time for doing anything.
Well, yeah, you've been working quite a bit, so
Yeah. So I mean, you can get a good little view of the living room.
oh, you got more stuff in there. Awesome.
Yeah, we just brought some more stuff in. We actually got our TV in today, but we forgot where we put the cables to hook everything up. So
Oh no.
we can't do anything other than turn it on.
Yeah, I got a question for Taylor there. Where did you get it for that price? Those slugs.
Oh. Okay, what's a 35 caliber? I'm not familiar with that one.
It's the FX. It's the 35 caliber. It's the diameter of the slug or the pellet.
Is that for an air rifle?
Yeah.
Okay. Please forgive me. I am not up 100% on air rifles.
Yeah.
My boy has got 22 calibers. He's happy with. I am more of a regular firearm kind of guy, and most definitely a bow kind of guy.
Oh, you used your bullseye bucks. Okay. And a $10 coupon to get them. So yeah, you buy 3 and you get your 4th one for free. If you
that's
spend
cool.
if you spend more than $175, you get free shipping.
Okay.
So I always try to hit that marker a little bit more.
Okay. I did see something interesting today for me, anyway. While I was delivering one of the Walmarts up in Fort Dodge, they had a 20 gauge pump shotgun for $183.
Mm.
I know 20 gauge is not much, but I think it's a good all around gun, if you ask me. But $183 is pretty cheap.
It is.
I mean, is it going to be high quality? Probably not. Will it get the job done? Probably. And that's about all I can do.
More likely, yes.
Yeah. I grew up with a 20 gauge. So when I had a 12 gauge, but I sold it to JV because he will appreciate it better than I will.
Yeah.
It was too much gun for me. Man, I look old. Sorry for the close up, folks. Just the fact is, I'm using my phone, and the computer's not even up and running yet, but it will be shortly.
It needs to warm up, huh?
No, I just haven't get around to turning it on.
Oh, so it still needs to warm up.
Yep. I mean, literally, you see me. I'm still in my work shirt.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to do much yet.
Well, yeah. The nice thing is,
go ahead.
I get to wear casual clothes at work, as long as they're not tore up and messed up.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter, he's coming on. See, it all lights up and everything.
Yeah.
It's not mine. It's technically Jenny's. Mine needs to get a new cord.
So is it the cord?
I believe it is because when we were at my old place in Milo,
Yeah, I'm
Matt,
doing mouth to Billy Bass.
if he starts singing to you through that, then I'm gonna be worried. Um,
Yeah.
no, when I was at the old place in Milo, Mac had jumped on my computer and knocked the stand onto its side on the
Oh yeah.
cord, and the cord is a little loose. Where it connects to the computer,
hmm
so it may have damaged that end of the cord. So I'm gonna try to get it replaced, but those things are like about 40 some dollars.
Yeah. Let's see. Give me a moment here. I need to do a weather update check here.
What's the weather like there?
As
I
I was
mean, I
saying
know.
earlier, I got some thunderstorms. I got some thunderstorms rolling in.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like it'll be about another couple of minutes away. So I don't see any hook echoes, so that's good. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, even in South Dallas too, it's getting going there. Yeah, it looks like it might be about 20 minutes away. But yeah, like I said, as soon as I start seeing the flashing out of the corner of my eye through the windows, I'm gonna unplug my computer. So
Okay. Like
I
I said,
live
I'm
in a
doing this on my phone right now. So,
yeah. Well, no, I live in a Faraday cage, so it doesn't matter if I lose internet. I'm done for a while.
hold on
So
1 second. I'll be right back.
already. Anybody else want to come up? Like I said, I can have up to 6 people up on here. Oh no. Oh yeah, explain the 3 emojis or less. I still haven't figured it out yet. Aha! See, I forgot about that. I don't see why it would do that. But hi, Bearded Eagle. How you doing? As people are popping in now, I'm doing storytelling night. So if anybody wants to come up and tell a story, you can. I popped the link out, so all you have to do is click onto there, go through the StreamYard, through the prompts, and then you show up here on my screen here, and I let you in so you can tell your story. Not just the stories of just being outdoors. So we need some more stories, guys. Oh yes, and please don't forget to hit the like button too. Algorithm will thank you for it. And if anybody has any kind of suggestions for videos, go ahead, type them in. I can come back to it a little bit later on, or I can write it down as soon as I see it go past. What would you like to see? Would you guys like to see more fishing? Would you guys like to see more gardening? Because I'm trying to split up my weeks here, so I'm going to do a topic a week out of the 4 that I do. So I can do different things during those weeks. Join what? What to see home repairs? Like I said, I'm pretty far into that as it is already. The problem is I'm still living in my home. I can share photos as soon as I learn how to share photos on StreamYard. So I actually need to get with Colin on a day he doesn't work that I'm off, so we can get on StreamYard and I can get that figured out. Yeah, go ahead, hit that. I'm pretty sure Bearded Eagle's got some good fishing stories. Uh, Yeah, everybody's got stories to tell that they can share. How old were you when you were first gardening? How old were you when you got your first fish that you can remember? By the way, 5. I actually remember where I was too. That's the weird part. And that creek is still there, but it's dry right now because of the drought. But yeah, I've been catching fish in that spot for years until I moved away from there. Like I said, I could probably do some kind of home videos or repair videos. Like I said, I can try to work those in. I'm trying to figure out how I can actually videotape me and working at the same time. I don't do a whole lot of talking when I'm repairing. I usually listen to music. Keeps me from um, uh, focused. Yeah, see, I'm just trying to figure out how I can post photos like Colin does off of my off the computer and all that. I have no idea where to even go to even do that. Oh, I should do this. Comments. Uh, let's see. Like I said, I haven't figured out how to do a brand yet. I do have one. I just need to finalize it and get it outlined and everything else. So I would like to get all that done there. Yeah, the button mashing as Mandy calls it. Just start mashing buttons. You'll figure it out. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Ajax has got some good stories being out there in the woods. So let's see. We need to get somebody up here to tell some stories, guys. I'll share that link again so you can come up. Oh look, I'm getting faster. I'm getting faster with that. Yay! Oh, I know about the button mashing thing. Yeah, you just don't go, oh, twiddly dee. Huh? What's this do? It'd be nice if I can have a book or a manual in front of me. I can actually read it. Yeah, Timmy, I'm trying to do every Wednesday night. As of right now, I'm trying to do that. Let's see. I don't have Colin as a moderator on. I do have him as a moderator. He needs to type in something so I can get him. So I can pull up his link and I can share it. Unless one of my other moderators can do that for me, please. Let's see. That one was kind of close. Oh, there we go. All right. We're on battery power now. Yeah, that one was, I would say probably be about less than 2 miles away. And I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I have the YouTube tab open, but when I go to push on it, I can't pull up the link. Thank you, Cecilia. Let's see. I can. Let's see. Ajax is. Let's go ahead and do that one there. So in case we get any spam, that could be taken care of. There you go, Bearded Eagle, and I'm going to give one to you too, Timmy. And there you go. So if you get any of those weird comments, you guys can smack it down like a fly with a fly swatter. Paid? Oh no, this is all volunteer stuff. Oh, we lost Colin, so that means he's probably going to be on his computer and coming up here shortly. And there it is.
Hey, sorry about
that. Back to your old self again.
Hopefully. I will be putting my headset in for Jenny's sake. We are having issues with the hotel that we were staying in. They're still trying to charge us for being there.
Yes.
But you guys aren't there.
So, exactly.
Sounds like somebody's trying to scam some more money.
Oh, the thing is, they also charge our mother-in-law, who helped us out for the last couple of days. Yeah, they charged her
good.
card, even though she was not even supposed to be on file.
Oh, wow.
So, Jenny's on the phone with corporate.
Yeah. Hey, Timmy, you got some stories? Come on up. Oh, we lost Colin. He'll click back on. Yeah, waiting for, as I sent one out for Mandy. I sent one out to Cliff, so I'm waiting for them to come up and add him back in.
Sorry,
you blinked.
The aspect of the thing a little bit. At the bottom of the screen, there should be a little thing that shows you, side by side, all this other stuff at the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, I see all that. I just don't know how to put a picture in the frame like you do.
What do you mean?
Well, when you show a picture or a website on the screen,
it's under
how
share.
do you do that? Oh, it's under share. Okay. All right, and just click onto that. See, I'm waiting for something to pop up to tell me what it is. Okay, so is that like extra camera? I see slides, video file.
Okay. When you share, it should say share screen.
I see mute, camera, settings, share, invite, and leave studio.
Hit share.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the. Oh, okay. Screen share. Okay. Already. As easy as with
Cliff.
Cliff can come on. I'm sure Cliff has got some good stories. Okay, screen sharing works best with on a good computer. Well, I have a good computer. Yes.
I use Chrome on mine, so whatever you use for your browser, then
I use Chrome, and I also have HP at the same time. So I got kind of like both. I can go back and forth. Okay.
Well, Jenny's got this new.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm learning.
I'm willing to teach you what I know. It's not much, but I know something.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Select tab. I'm just trying to figure. Like I said, I just need to figure out how to share stuff from one area to another area, and is it capable of doing it? I just need to do that. That's what I need to learn. And I know it comes with time.
Okay, like I said, share tab would be share screen, and you go to your Chrome tab or whatever it is that it says on the top. It should show you 3 different.
Yeah, it says what to share. I got the entire screen, window, and Chrome tab. I see the Chrome tab. And I see select tab.
And it'll show you a list of things that you could share. If you have multiple tabs open on the top of your screen.
Oh, no, I don't have a whole lot of tabs open. I just got these 2 open.
Okay. Well, if you have something on another website or whatever you wanted to show, it
Yeah.
would show
Okay.
up
So
on
yeah.
the
So I would have to add that up there. Then I go back over here to StreamYard. Okay, and I got new tab right there. Okay, I understand that now. Okay. So if I go to that tab and I can go over here, I can pull up some photos and play little photos. Okay.
You can share from your computer, or you
Awesome.
can share from your website, whatever.
Yeah. So that one there. Then I can go back over here to StreamYard, and I can go to Google Photos, and I can share that. And you guys can see that there. I think yes, that's one of the lakes that was one of our parks I used to work at.
Please forgive me. I am sharing you out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Button mashing 101 has commenced. Yeah, that's good. Looks like the wife is
All right, man.
watching too.
I'm number 6, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. So, and then I just close that tab and it automatically goes back to StreamYard, right? Like I had it before, or do I have to go back? Okay.
Close tab.
Alrighty, there we
There
go.
we go.
Oh, all right. That's
That's a lot
actually
better.
working.
Like,
I was
yeah.
trying to figure out how you did that, so I was going to ask you.
Oh, at the bottom of the screen where we were at, there should
Yeah.
be a bunch of little boxes.
Yes, I see those
Click
little
on-
boxes.
Click on the box.
Yeah,
and it does
I done
one.
that and that and that and that.
That's cool. You can put it in, yeah, I'd be up there and you can do that kind of thing if you want to show that off.
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
go back over
Malika.
to that one. Yep, that's the wife.
Hi. I like the one where we're a little smaller, not so.
Like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The black screen.
Yeah. Oh, you can put something behind it, by the way, as a background. Like,
Where do I do that?
okay, on the side of your thing, you'll see background and all this other stuff to the left of the chat screen. Or sorry, right of the chat screen.
Right to the check. Okay, I
Let's
see
say
the comments. I see banners. I see brand and private chat.
Okay, check under brand
Okay.
and scroll down. You can also do it probably under settings too. I'm not sure, but I'll double check.
Yeah. I see a background.
Yeah.
Add
Go
a
back.
background. But like I said, I don't pay for StreamYard yet. So
No, you can do it for free, and you got some basic
Yeah.
ones you can use.
and let's see. I see music. That wasn't there a few days ago.
That's new.
It is new. Oh, it says new right there.
And when you do finally pay for your StreamYard, it's like $20 a month or whatever. You'll get this thing right here. Will change over to whatever design you wish. If you want it.
Yes. I am still working on that. You have seen the picture of that.
Yeah.
I just need to find a way so I can. I still want to keep it black and white, but I just need to finalize it, make it the size I want. And there's my first clap of thunder that I heard with my headphones on. So yeah, it's getting close.
As soon as you start saying that, I can
It's-
hear Tim
yeah,
McGraw's Thunder Road comes crashing
Yeah.
through my head.
So all right, because I know I can do the bubble here, then I can go to banners and the banners example of banners. Click on the banner on.
I have fun with my banners.
Yeah.
My favorite banner is Bruce.
Yeah. Well, no, I want to get the chat to go across the bottom. So when everybody hits a chat.
You can click on their name and show them put their name in a banner, but you cannot actually put the chat in a banner.
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
Well, I've seen where somebody has the they got the StreamYard going, and whenever somebody puts a chat in there, it shows up there and it fades away. I was just trying to figure out how to do that.
That one is over to your right in the chat on StreamYard site. Sorry for talking about mouthful. Click on a chat. Someone's saying, no matter your wife, click on what she wrote.
Yeah, and it shows up there. Yeah.
And double click it and you'll undo that. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm learning. Okay. Like I said,
I did
it'd be
well on him.
nice.
So
It would be nice if I was trying to follow the tutorials, and I was actually having troubles trying to figure out because he was going so fast on the
I
video.
on the tutorials, I just started playing with it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm afraid of button mashing on a computer when I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, right from some of the stuff I've learned from watching
Yeah.
uh, Cliff, I've watched other people play with their backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's one, if you look under your settings, under virtual background, I'm not sure if I can do it on mine. I'll try. I don't have a green screen, but I will do the best I can.
Yeah. And I was talking about like instead of the black, I would like to have something else.
Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. We were playing with that one.
Well, here, this one here. This works. That's actually a picture I took.
Yeah.
That's my own personal picture. But
Yeah.
so I can just go.
Yeah. So if anybody's got any stories, come on up. I'm inviting you guys in. Come tell a story. You can make one up. You can make one up.
Oh, here's a good one. I wonder if I can change it to blue. If that would change anything.
Oh, let's see what we got going on here.
Oh, my chair. What's that? I got a chair below. Oh, look at my glasses. You can't see me. But if you just by playing with it, you'll learn how to do it. It's not easy, but it's fun.
Okay, make one up. I won the lottery.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Put
then my
anything
phone
you
won't
want.
stop ringing because you need car insurance.
The best lottery you won, you got the best wife in the world. That's your lottery. Right there.
Oh, I wouldn't tell anybody. Yeah, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I would like to sell you guys too.
Didn't they sell that to somebody in Arizona, technically? And they moved it?
No, that's the London Bridge. Yeah, the gentleman bought that from England, brought it over here stone by stone, and remade it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I've never been to Brooklyn. No kidding, and I probably never will. The city's too big and congested.
I don't like big cities.
Let me go ahead and do that. Do the banners, take that off. And yeah, let's see. Sample of banners. Okay. Now let me go back over to here. Hey, come on, folks, come on up. Tell a story.
I enjoy my sandwich.
His mouth is full. Somebody else come up and tell a story.
Okay.
I know I can have 6, so
I will drop down if someone wants to come on up. I have no problem with that.
Oh.
I'm not rooted to this section.
No, I'm actually inside my living room. I am off tomorrow. I'm supposed to be raining tomorrow, or I will be underneath the house tomorrow.
And hopefully I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, well, no, tomorrow, if weather pending, I'm going to be start working on the main beam of the house, or the spar of the house that needs to be replaced. So I'm replacing that 6 feet at a time.
Well, that's what's really cool about that, Jason. You actually know how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Anybody with some good common sense and a little bit of ingenuity, that's not hard.
Ingenuity, I have. Math skills, I don't with when it comes to measuring. It's not by choice. It's just it jumbles up here.
Yeah.
Dyslexias.
No, like I said, yeah, I do everything methodically. So it's for me. Yeah, my wife goes, "You're taking so long." I says, "Yes, I want it done right."
Cliff could tell him something about his garden.
Yeah, come on, you come and talk about your garden. Tell stories about the garden, what you've grown in the past. What do you grow well?
What's actually thriving right now?
Yeah. Well, I know. It's like a cabin in the woods. Yeah, the wife can always come in here, sit next to me, and she can tell a story.
Actually, I've never even seen your wife. I've heard her. I've never actually seen her.
She doesn't like the camera.
All the time.
She does not like the camera. I've tried to get her in a couple of videos in the past. She's in my outdoor cooking one in the backyard for some of it. But no, she doesn't like getting in front of the camera. I don't know why.
I've seen hand use stuff.
Yeah.
But
Everybody always hands me something.
No, but Jenny's not afraid to be in front of the camera. As you guys already know.
Well, Bearded Eagle, they don't want that. That's the whole problem. Well, she's not photogenic yet. I'm not. I don't know if I'm photogenic, in the sense like being photogenic, but everybody says I am.
It's not about being photogenic or handsome or whatever. It's about being yourself, being confident in who you are.
Yeah. Okay, that's why.
Well, coughing fits happen. Jenny has the same problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Now back to the common sense professor. Oh, that would be an awesome job.
Now, here's the question: what would the qualifications be?
Let's see. I can yell at younger generations.
Is that Gen
not
X?
Be offended.
That's Gen X.
Yeah.
You got to be from Gen X.
Yeah, you don't stick your hands in a moving blade. Common sense.
Don't.
This is what happens. Yeah.
This is why all those warning labels are everywhere.
If something has a warning label, it's not candy. I heard that.
Oh, send the link. All right, come on, Ajax, come on. You can come up.
Yeah.
You have to meet the woman.
Oh, this he's a hoot. Like,
now, if you want to drop down, I'm okay with that. It's up to you.
Let's see.
Your channel, dude.
No, we can have up to 6 people.
I know.
So come on up.
Ajax, come on down. You're the next contestant on the Pest Hunter Outdoors channel.
Yeah.
Loved game shows back in the day. That's when they were fun.
Yeah.
I know. I apologize. My internet does not come in until tomorrow. So Jenny's actually getting off work early so we can make sure we have internet and cable and stuff. So that's our story. We're sticking to it. Maybe we get Eagle up here because Eagle's got some really good stories.
Well, yeah, like I said, I've sent out the link several times. It's up to them if they want to click onto it or not.
There he is. How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Nice to Chinese put on the face to the name, so
yeah.
I'm coming.
Oh boy.
Oh, I bet. The thing is, it's not our fault.
So I got a little. I'm
gonna have to drop down for a second. I'll be back.
Alrighty.
So I'll wait for him to come back, and I got a little story to tell you all, which is kind of funny. It involves a buddy of mine, but You guys are gonna get a kick out of this one.
What was it? One of those hold my beer moments?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sometimes those are good.
No. This one is literally the funniest thing I've ever done when I was out hunting, or this is a hunting type of story.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not anything like bad thinking for the words, but it's gonna be funny where everybody's gonna laugh because I was the one that ended up happening to me. Which, so we'll just wait for the other guy to come back, and then.
Well, he popped off the chat. He's in he's watching, but he popped off the
Oh, okay.
off the screen. So yeah, go ahead, tell your story.
So I was I think I was like 14 or 15 years old, and I was out on a squirrel hunt with a couple of buddies of mine, and we were in the backyard shooting some air guns. We first started out with them, so we're like, hey, you know what, whatever. These things are accurate, but I was kind of thinking, well, you know, I don't think these things are going to be powerful enough to kill a squirrel. We're using the old little Pumpmaster 760s and a little,
Oh, believe it or not, they do.
Yeah, well, they do now that I realize it. But then my buddy had a Daisy Powerline 760. My other buddy had a some other little pump-domatic gun, and I also have a review on the one Daisy gun that kind of blew up on the channel there. But so long story short, basically we started shooting them, and then my buddy come over, his mod dropped off because I wasn't able to drive at that time. I was underage and stuff. So his mod dropped him off here, and me and my other buddies are in our backyard, shooting pop cans and stuff. Well, my buddy that just his mod dropped him off here comes over with a shotgun. He literally came here with a shotgun. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't think I want to shoot that. He's like, oh no, come on, you'll be fine. And so he ended up shooting it, and myself and three of my other buddies are looking at him like, really? Like, and we're using these little pump-domatic, 177 air guns, and he's like, oh no, I got this target, and shoots the target, and then we're like, oh my god, this is whole different, So then we just so happen to take a walk through my backwoods where I do a lot of my squirrel hunting videos back here and other properties now. So we just so happened to be walking down the trail, and it was during small game season, obvious, September. And he's like, dude, there's a squirrel in that tree over there. I said, let me take the gun. So I dropped the Daisy Powerline 760 on the ground. I said, I want to try this. So what I did is he's like, are you sure you're going to be able to handle this gun? I said, yeah, I think I could. So he hands it over to me. And he's like, I said, well, is it loaded? Because back then I didn't even know how to load them. It was a Mossberg 500 shotgun. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I even want to attempt this. And I said, is it loaded? He goes, oh, yeah, it's loaded. And it was like a 20 gauge. So I raise it up, like a stance, and I go and shoot. And the moment I pulled that trigger, I landed on my butt, and the gun basically shot straight up in the air. I looked up, and I'm like on the ground, laying on my back. I look up, did I get it? And they're like, no, you completely missed it. And then my one buddy's like, no, dude, that squirrel took off running with his tail in between his legs. So, and then there was another story about me shooting my first deer with a slug gun up here, where I had a Remington 870 12 gauge, and I got the field model that come with the bird barrel and stuff. And
hi, PA.
So
how are you doing?
I ended up having to go out there and buy the slug barrel, but I was still, I was about 19 years old at that time, and I ended up sighting in that barrel. And I said, man, I was so used to shooting the 410s and the 20 gauge, and I went up to the 12 gauge, and there's nothing like a slug gun that'll shoot. Like, you think a standard, like in my eyes, shoot today, it's like, man, birdshot is nothing. But until you shoot a slug out of that slug barrel or shotgun, it's like, oh yeah, it'll knock you for a loop. And so I ended up sighting in my slug gun. I had a couple buddies of mine over here, and they never shot a slug gun up here. So I had them come over, and I said, well, guys, I just got the new slug barrel for the 870 from Remington. And so I had them come over here, and my one buddy's like, man, does this thing kick? I said, oh, yeah, it does. And he's like, I got this. So I put it on the lead sled and ended up shooting it, and he got a scope eye because he was looking too far forward in the scope, and the gun basically kicked up like, a shotgun normally does. And he got a black eye off of that. And then I ended up going out for opening day of gun season up here, which is November 15th. And I took it. And I said, well, I'm going to go out. I got a property around here that I can hunt. So I ended up getting out there opening day. There's all kinds of gunshots firing around this area. And so I go out there. And long story short, basically, I had a small buck come walking by me. I passed it, because there's some mature bucks around here that, I have kind of a rule of thumb that I don't shoot anything smaller than a 6 point. And this was a 4 point. So I ended up passing them up. I said, well, it's opening day. There's going to be biggers coming, So I passed him up. And then about 11:30-ish on opening day, I had this 8 point come walking by me. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Within 50 yards, I'm like, should I take this shot? So he ended up turning broadside, tending a doe, because it was during the rut up here. So he was kind of messing around with the doe. And I ended up taking a shot. Well, when I took the shot, what happened was I shouldered it too far forward like my buddy did. And basically when I shot, my whole entire scope blew off top of the gun and landed on the base of the tree I was in. And I'm like, I had the gun like this, and I'm looking, I'm like, where's my scope? Like, oh, there it is at the base of the tree. The buck basically ran off about 50 yards, turned around and looked like, what was that? And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Now I got no scope on my gun. I'm like, it's at the base of the tree. So I text my buddy and I said, dude, I just shot. He goes, yeah, I heard you shoot. He goes, did you get it? I said, no. I said, my scope's at the base of the tree and my gun's up with me. He goes, that don't sound good.
No, that doesn't sound good.
No. So what happened was, when in between me sighting it in or messing around with it, what happened was the scope rings ended up breaking due to the recoil, and I actually had vortex rings.
Oh wow!
And they ended up snapping, and it was a Picatinny rail, because I had the Cavalier barrel that kind of comes over top, and it had vented rails at the tip of the muzzle, but the rail kind of came up over top of the receiver. Well, what happened is I said, well, I'm going to go out in there and get vortex rings, which I do believe in,
Yeah.
I like them. And what happened was, I think it was too much recoil where that jolt to those rings. And what happened was it basically broke where you lock them down in, and the little stop pin basically snapped off. So the whole entire scope shot straight up in the air and landed down to the base of the tree. I'm like, so I said, well, no, I'm not reusing vortex rings again, but I have vortex rings on my 350 Legend right now, and I haven't had a problem. So I'm thinking maybe I had a problem with them on the get-go or something, because I didn't notice it when I was sighting them in, but
yeah.
So I don't know. Something must have broke, came loose, but I was really upset with it. I'm like, no. So,
well, yeah. When you pay good money for that, that's not really supposed to happen. No. I know there's fake accidents that do happen, Yeah.
Yeah, I was not really happy with it. I was like, nope. So I ended up selling the slug barrel to my buddy, and they ended up opening straight wall cartridges up here in Michigan, where you don't have to use slug guns, so such as the 450 Bushmaster, 350 Legend, and muzzle loading. So I ended up trading in or sold that barrel to my buddy. I ended up buying a 350 Legend, which is way more accurate. I was like, yep, we're good with this gun. I mean, it could put tacks at 100 yards, 3-shot groups within the same hole at 100 yards. I said, yep, that's what I want. My slug gun was not like that at 100 yards.
So you said hello.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, for all those new folks in, he likes to be called Colin. For me, it's either or. It doesn't bother me.
Yep. So yeah, that's fun. Some funny stories there, but of course, everybody wants to see the peanut butter video this year coming up on my channel. Which
Yeah,
I know Tim, if he's still watching in the comments, I know he's been bugging me on it. But
well, that started already, didn't it for you?
no,
Or is it
Nope.
this upcoming? No, that's right. Yours is September 1st, right?
September 15th up here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you still got a ways to wait. No. Explain to these folks here what's going to be happening
with the peanut butter hunt.
Yeah.
So back a while ago, I don't know if Tim's still in here tonight, but back a while ago, I
Gotcha.
I don't even remember the full live stream, but I just so happened to be on the live on my channel, and I started talking, I think, about squirrel hunting and stuff, and putting out some peanut butter on a tree, I do believe, something like that. And Tim came upon and said, "Hey, I got a good video." And then that's when I asked, well, what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see a squirrel hunting video, or testing of projectiles, ammo, or projectiles, scopes, guns, whatever, So he ended up saying, "Hey, such you're putting peanut butter out," and I don't even really remember the full point, but some odd reason someone came up, such as Tim, saying that I'm the peanut butter hunter, and I said, "Okay," and then he said, and then that's when I responded back, and all of a sudden he said, "Hey, what I'd like to see you go do out there is go roll in peanut butter and go and sit on the ground and hunt for squirrels and let them come up and eat the peanut butter off you." So that's how that kind of came up in that line, and I'm like, so I haven't done it last year because it was kind of late in the year, where it was like kind of towards winter time where it gets real cold up here. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna go roll around in peanut butter on the frozen ground and go out there in the backwoods or go hunting. I said, no, I'm gonna wait. And then he got on me by sending me an email constant every week or something saying, "I'm gonna call you Mr. Peanut Butter now," and that's all he was commenting on was Mr. Peanut Butter on all my videos. And I'm
we all started doing
oh
it.
my god.
Wow.
So, I don't know. That's the thing. He'll probably answer it better than I will, but that's all I know. That's all I really remember how it all started. But I'm like, I don't know, Jason.
That's what people are talking about, pretty much. You guys can have your peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Colin can't have it. Yeah, like I said, one of the funniest things I've ever done, and fortunately, this gentleman kind of aggravated the whole situation after we got back to the yard. Is I don't know if I told anybody about this already, but when we started the pest control program, when I got hired into that position with the municipality I used to work for, at the bottom of the library, there's got the basement, and one of the sewer lines broke above the closet inside one of the little rooms there. So they came in, they fixed that, then they called us in. Oh, does anybody know about the Jelly Man? I don't know. But anyways, we were in there. They had all the drywall pulled down. They had the ceiling pulled down, and we went in there to go ahead and take care of the big old American cockroaches. You know, it'd be like 3 inches long. Some parts of the country they call it the palmetto bug, similar to that. And we were in there, so we had to pull all the stuff out of the janitorial closet. I had the floor buffers in there, the vacuums, that kind of stuff there. And we get in there, we spray for the insects so we can knock them down and put some bait up in there. And as we were waiting for the time to see if it took effect, he walks in there, and all of a sudden he's bombarded by a bunch of these large palmetto bugs, or the American cockroach, flew down and were landing on him. So he squirms out of there, going, they're falling on me, they're chasing me. I walk in there, nothing. It all came to a stop. So he says, I need to check my radio because I'm starting to lose reception. So he sits down on one of the floor buffers right there. And I'm standing just inside the threshold of the room. And coming down this wall, there's this big old giant cockroach, about this big.
Ew.
I see it, and I look at him, and I could not help myself. I picked it up, and I threw it on him. And he had such a panic, jumping around, trying to slap it off of him, trying to get away from him. Where's it at? Where's it at? Trying to get away from him. Of course, then he calms down, he gets away, and we put everything back in, and we sweep up, put everything back in, and we head back to the yard. And what is the one thing you do not do when you get back to a yard full of men? Jason threw a cockroach on me.
Gross.
Everybody started laughing. He was like, I'm sorry, he had victim written all over him. He really did. And yeah, they started razzing him about it. For about a week, we'd find those little plastic and rubber cockroaches. Somebody would put that on his lunch bag in the refrigerator. for about a week, he got razzed for it. It was so funny. The poor guy.
I don't play with cockroaches.
Yeah, no. The thing is that as soon as we got out of the truck, it was the morning meeting because we were there always an hour ahead of everybody to go and spray the buildings.
Yeah.
As we had, depending on the size of the building, we would either do one, like it was the library. That took us both an hour to do. One to do work on the outside, one to do the inside once a month. Sometimes we had to do 4 locations in the morning, depending on, it would be 4 locations at one area. And we would do that. And he got out of the truck, and at the meeting, he goes, Jason threw a cockroach on me. It was just all over from there. I just started rolling. Everybody else was just rolling, laughing. And he goes, "What he did? He threw it on me." Oh, it was just so funny.
Melita, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Here goes Tim saying, "Hey, y'all guys, in your live, vote for the peanut butter hunt." See, here we go.
I'm going to
back at it again.
I'm going to say no. Yeah. I won't,
Well, you know what? As a YouTube creator, you got to do what you got to do to get views, and obviously comes down to is it something I really want to do? No, not really, but get views. And then obviously I'm going to have to come in and take a shower and see uncut videos that you guys don't see as subscribers. Me look like a like a peanut butter monster. Might as well just get a piece of couple breads and some jelly on me or something.
Oh yeah. I can just see 50,000 little chipmunks trying to chase you down.
Oh, so.
Oh.
Imagine the bugs that got on him and just stuck to him because they couldn't leave.
Yeah. Not I mean they're
Yeah.
not only the squirrel's gonna come, I'm gonna have the chipmunks and the little mice crawling on me.
And bugs and other critters.
Yeah. Like I said, that gentleman and I, we worked together for 2 years before then he transferred up to the North Yard. But there's so many stories I can tell about that guy. It's just, I'll probably save him for later. I know he'll probably see this one day and he'll probably laugh about it, and I'll probably catch a lot of flack for it. But so there's just so many times where he has just been
too good a
how
target?
can I say? Yes, but a lot of it was unintentional. It just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have to say this. I am going to cut it short for me tonight because we got to sleep. I got to be up early again tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming. Let me come up, Jason. I really appreciate it. And Ajax, thank you for, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah.
If you ever come over to my channel, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I think I
check out some of my art videos. Oh, sorry, having trouble focusing. But I will say good night, sir, and everybody else.
All right. Well, have a good night, Mr. Cullen.
Well, I will do my best.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah. Sleep well. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go take a look at the weather outside. Looks like it's starting to break up a bit. I haven't had a whole lot of lightning. It's just got here and it's starting to calm down.
Yeah.
So, but oh man, it is going big time to the west of me, and right over Dallas too. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be, right there. That's going to be quite a bit. Let's go out and take a look. Since I'm not doing a host tonight, I can't pull an intermission since I am the main host tonight, not the co-host.
I still do. And then Tim gets on. He's like, break time already.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice now. I got the door opens up really nice and easy now. Yeah. It closes real easy now. Let's see. We can come out here. Sorry for the noise from the highway, guys, but every once in a while we get quite a bit going on here. Like I said, I'm out here in the woods. It's dark. So I love it out here.
Yep.
You just got to watch where you walk at night, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we got the, what is it, the water moccasins. We got the copperheads. All the little nasties. Yeah, those guys actually blend in pretty well. Those copperheads.
Yeah, see, we don't really have, I mean, we have water moccasins up here, but they're kind of uncommon. But
yeah,
we got the rat snakes and
stuff
like that. So,
yeah, we get this little one that's called a Katy snake. It might get about 10 inches long, but they eat the insects.
Yep.
So those guys get a free pass.
Yeah.
The rat snakes, free pass. I'll give them a couple chances. I'll put them away from the house. It'd be nice if I had some dye. I can put a little bit of dye on their tail and see if they come back up.
Yeah.
And if it becomes a problem, and then I would have to remove it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, there's been so many calls that I went on. We get calls. We go to remove bees. I remember one time we got a call to the one of our fire stations that we had to go and attend to, and we get there, and those guys were razzing him good. little short,
Yep.
little firefighter, about yay tall, little stocky guy. He went to go open up the cabinet, the fridge of the cabinets to get some food, and the mouse jumped out and landed on him. And the guy said he screamed like a little girl. I mean, it was so funny. And same thing. I've had that happen. I got a call to the Diablo Stadium. That's where the Angels do have their spring training out there. And
Yep.
again, one of the guys opened up the drawer. Mouse jumped out. He screamed. Everybody heard him. Yeah. So yeah, guys, a little furry thing can jump out at any moment. And yes, guys do scream like little girls too.
Oh yeah. There's
Oh
things
yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I mean,
admit.
oh yeah, it's happened to me before. Very rare that something actually really startled me.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I would have to be like a half asleep for me to do that. But then I'm instant awake after that.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's certain things that do startle me. Like there was a point in time where I was out deer hunting, and at the legal age of I think it's like 18 or 19 up here. I think it's 18 that you can legally hunt on your own up here
Hmm.
without a parent or guardian. So my dad said, "Hey, I'm gonna go put you over there in this tree stand." And he's like, "I think you're big enough. You're at the age now for you to go hunt,
Hmm.
and walk back there to that tree stand, and you should be fine." I said, "Okay, sounds good." So I had a little flashlight. And I'm walking down the trail going to that stand. It's about
Hmm.
within like at that moment I was within like 50 something yards from it. And I at that age I'm like, "Oh, I got this." So I'm walking down the 2 track and I got my little flashlight. I got my gun on my shoulder, and I'm like, I got this. Nothing's gonna, come after me. And I'm walking, and next thing I hear this like big snap just off to my right hand side. And I'm like, what? I stopped and I did this. I'm like, and I just froze. I'm like, what was that? And I turned on my flashlight and I'm looking, and it was a rabbit. And I
Oh yeah.
jumped because I thought it was something coming after me.
Oh,
So
oh
I
yeah.
just really, I
Yeah.
just,
Like I
I
said,
just, yeah, go ahead.
yeah. When you're young and you're out in the dark, oh yeah, your imagination runs wild.
Hmm. So then I realized it was a rabbit, and I'm like, it's just a rabbit. And so I continue to start walking on. I get to the tree, and I'm tying up my gun, because it's a basic climbing stand, or not a climber, but a hang on stand.
Mm,
So the
yeah.
rope hanging down. So I'm tying up my gun. I got my flashlight, which was off because I'm tying my gun. Actually, no, I did have the flashlight in my mouth, and I'm doing this, tying it
Mhm.
up. And I just so happened to put my hand on the tree on the step, and I hear snap again. I'm like, oh my God, what was that? And my reaction was something else is coming after me now.
Yeah.
So then I take the flashlight out of my mouth and I'm scanning around me like this, and it was another rabbit. I'm like, oh my God, it's another rabbit. So then the moment I'm climbing up the tree, literally I hear a pack of coyotes firing up within like 50 yards of me, just yelping and yipping and howling away. And I ended up like flying up that tree like Superman jumping off of something. I said, nope, I'm not hitting that ground again. I said, I'm up in the tree and I'm pulling my gun up.
Yeah. Attack of the Killer. Yeah, that's Night of the Lupins.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
the name of that movie? Yes. Yeah. Hmm.
I'm like, oh my God. At that young of age, even though I was 18 or 19 years old, which I should be getting used to that type of environment out there. But,
Yeah.
when it's pitch black and you hear a little snap of a twig and you're stuttered for a minute, and you're looking around like, what was that coming?
Hmm. Yeah, like I
But
said.
the thing is, really scared me was the coyotes, because
Oh yeah.
they make some weird noises, and that's what kind of started me. But now it's like, oh,
Oh, camera
what?
down. Camera down.
Now it's like I'm so used to hearing them, so
Hmm.
it's like, they're nothing to me now. But Back then,
Yeah, I'm looking at the weather, so I'm not seeing a lot of lightning. Looks like this storm broke up before it got here. I was kind of hoping for rain, water my garden.
yeah.
So Molly, what'd you find? Oh, okay. It's not 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah, we're already 10:30 here already. I
Yeah,
gotta get off pretty soon here.
yeah. Well, yeah. She had a long day, so of course she's in that department where she gets a lot of people coming in there and spending a lot of money.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it every once in a while where somebody comes in there and they spend a lot of money
Yep.
in these stores. I never thought a lot of people would spend so much money in in these big hardware stores, but they do.
Yep.
I didn't know the scope of it until I started working for one.
Yeah, I got a stupid meeting to go to. I gotta drive up to the other town over for me in the morning to take a training session, and because I'm the yard manager at my place that I work at, but I gotta take another stupid 4 hour test, or not 4 hour test, but like literally just sit there for 4 hours, hear the district manager, talk about what can we improve on, what can we work on, and it's like, hey, I get a free lunch out of it and I get paid for it, but it's at the same time, it's like just sitting there at a table, and I'm sitting there literally twirling my thumbs like this because it's every
Mm-hmm.
same month, and it's like, and half the people are like,
Yeah. Well, that's the way it was with a lot of the meetings we had to go to. We had to get our continuing education points, and that was a whole day.
Yep.
Yeah, but we got lunch out of it. At least work paid for mine every year,
Oh yeah.
which was nice. Uh, they also paid for my license every year too,
Yep.
which was real nice of them. Especially when it turned into like $200 just to keep your license.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, and I wasn't going to pay for that, and I don't live in that state no more.
Yep.
But yeah, it was just the continuing education. I mean, we would have nice lunches too.
Yep.
Be all catered. They would have breakfast for us. They would have snacks for us, lunch,
Yep.
and all the meetings that we had, all the different stuff that we had to learn. We had to learn new new laws and stuff like that. Why we don't do this, why we don't do that. And one year, they had to totally change up a lot of the some of the laws
Yep.
because of the way the houses were being made. There, they would have the tension cables inside the rebar,
Yep.
and when he was went to go do an application to for the termite um, prevention,
Yep.
uh, he was drilling into the concrete and he hit that, and the concrete exploded on him and took him out. And
Jeez.
so all of a sudden we were not able to do that no more.
Yep.
And I understand why, but unfortunately, a lot of times it takes something like that to change a law.
So before I get off here, because I gotta get to bed here in a few minutes, but I do actually have a question for you, such you are good at gardening, is what I heard. So my mom texted me earlier and she said, hey, she wanted me to Google search it and stuff. I said, I don't trust Google on searching, type of gardening and stuff. So she texted me about, she's got these bell peppers. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but the red, the orange, and the yellow, they're
Yeah.
kind of the bigger peppers.
Mm-hmm.
And then her tomatoes, she's growing the romaine, the bell, and what whatever other tomato you probably would know common, but I don't know nothing about that, so you got to bear with me there. But she's getting this like black, like coloring underneath those veggies. Is it because she's adding too much water, or is it because they're what? Do you know by chance what's going on there?
It could be a couple of factors. One of them could be, like you said, a little bit excessive moisture. Maybe not enough air movement.
Mm-hmm.
If she probably looks underneath the leaves and see if it's underneath the leaves as well, besides the fruit.
Okay.
End root right there. Fox Outdoors, Cliff. He's a gardener as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So,
it's like this little black something like it kind of looks like an animal ate it, but like a rotten apple where you get that brown like
little brown
texture where
spot.
it's
Yeah.
like and that's how she's getting them. And she did some research earlier about eggshells, so I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah. Eggshells take a long time. There's products out there that you can actually boost the calcium levels in the soil.
Yeah.
Don't go too much. You need just the right amount. If you can get a soil samples taken care of and tested to find out what nutrients are lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Thin out the leaves if you need to have more airflow.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like on the patio, and they got the arborvitaes around there, and they got the hot tub, and so it's kind of like
Okay. Is it chlorine or is it going to be salt or is it going to be bromide?
I don't know. I mean, her flowers are not really beside the hot tub. They're kind of off to the other side of the patio, but we do. That's kind of strange because the way because the arborvitaes, I don't know if you ever seen them, but they're kind of like this green vine type of tree that kind of grows straight up type of thing. So that kind of protects the wind and the sunlight coming down. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but maybe what I'll do is next time I go over there, I'll take a picture and I'll send one to you over in an email.
Yeah.
Of what the tomato looks like. Because it's just the bottoms.
Yeah. Now, when they're flushing the hot tub, where's that water going?
It's going in a drum, 55-gallon drum.
Okay, so it's actually being so you're not putting it in the yard or anything else like that, then?
Nope.
Yeah, like I said, without knowing if it's going to be the bromine, the salt, or chlorine, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, right there, everybody's saying a little bit more airflow. Lift up your plants a little bit, get a little bit more airflow.
Okay. Yeah, because she did some Google research on it and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't trust Google, fully on certain items. Yeah, you could look up anything on Google and find something about it, but it doesn't come down. And then she's got a best friend of hers that's like a gardener, and she does know a few things. But the thing is, she doesn't know what this is because she's having the same problem, which is like, okay, so.
Yeah, like I said, it could be, like I said, Cliff said it could be like a bad fungus in the soil that's could be hurting the root system.
Yeah.
That's one way. No, I'm hearing a car drive by with his big old giant thumping stereo. But yeah, like I said, with soils, that comes with experience of knowing what the soil is going to be, knowing your area, knowing a lot of that will also help too. Are you getting good drainage? Are you getting too much drainage? There's a lot of issues there. I mean, you kind of gotta be like a puzzle and kind of like put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just explaining a problem to somebody is like, you can narrow it down.
Yeah.
But but trying to find the exact cause of the problem without that person there for a diagnosis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it could be like I said, could be too much moisture in the air. Like I said, especially being next to a hot tub, could be a reaction with certain chemicals.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you got too much of one fertilizer, you can actually brown the tips of the leaves. That's one way to tell. Not enough nutrients. You can actually look at the leaves, and that'll tell you. Like I said, there's several books out there that you can get. Like I said, if you get that dying edge of the leaves and it wants to curl up and under, and it's all gnarled and bumpy, that's pretty much there. It's going to be like a phosphorus or potassium deficiency. If all of a sudden you fertilize and the plant burns up, yeah, you got too much fertilizer, or you've chemically burned.
Yeah.
Everything there. There's all kinds of things that you gotta look at,
Yeah.
and that just comes over time. Like I said, most of my gardening skills, believe it or not, is actually turf. So
Yes.
I just do a garden every once in a while, and like I said, I try and keep everything out in the open, trying to get the airflow as best I can. I try and get the soil similar
Yeah.
to sports turf.
Mm-hmm.
And natural fertilizer, I'm sorry, it is the best way to go for almost the whole year. The only time I actually use a homogenized fertilizer is the wake up,
Yeah.
which is going to be the man-made fertilizer, which is going to kick it in, get it going real fast, like a oh geez, it's been so long since I've used these terms. It's a fast reacting fertilizer,
Mm-hmm.
like your Miracle Grow. It's gonna be a fast acting chelated.
Yeah.
So you got chelated and you got chelated. Chelated is gonna be like a slow release. Chelated is you're cheating and you're giving it the fertilizer really fast, and that also absorbs also through the leaves, roots. But it's there and it's gone. When you
Yeah.
get chelated, it's gonna sit there for a lot longer.
Yeah, because she ended up picking up this fertilizer. It was like 10 to 10 to 10 or something.
Ooh, you need to go light on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that too much?
That's something if you're preparing a soil for a garden
Mm-hmm.
that you want to do kind of first before planting, a couple of weeks before, and till that into the soil. It's awesome for that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the soil to where you'll need it, you shouldn't have to add a whole lot to it. Just thin layers of compost. Just make sure it's not hot, as in like chemically hot,
Yeah.
and you don't want it, steaming when you pull it out of the pile and you're wrapping around the stalk of the plant. You don't want that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured I'd ask because, the thing is, it's like, yeah.
There we go. Cecilia just sent out a link there.
Yeah, I'll have to click on it here.
Yeah, like I said, I've never dealt with the end rot, so I've dealt with stuff that was far more aggressive than that,
Yeah.
and more expensive because due to being with the turf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know the Pythian blight affects a lot of the turf grasses. I don't know if it affects veggies or anything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never really looked into that. But yeah, like I said, airflow for one. Just make sure there's enough airflow. So that means if you got an Ibrovita right there, kind of protecting it, is that Ibrovita all the way down to the ground, or has it been lifted up a little bit?
No, they're down to the ground.
Yeah. So I know they look a little bit awful because they're when you raise them, but maybe you can thin out the bottom of those a little bit, just enough to try and get the air to flow, but still keep it full down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
those are actually pretty plants, part of the
Oh yeah.
cypress family. Yeah,
They're kind of, the thing is, it kind of blocks the wind in the winter time, type of thing,
yeah, that,
but then in the summer you don't get the breeze blowing through them, and
exactly. Yeah,
but,
I mean, yeah, they're nice for one thing, but inhibit another.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, I just figured I'd ask you that. I gotta get off here. I gotta get to bed because I gotta be up at 7:30 in the morning here. So
oh, that's okay. I'll still wake up at five, just before 5 o'clock, like normal.
yeah,
I usually always beat the alarm.
not me. I like to kind of sleep in past a few minutes.
Yeah. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been an early riser.
Not
Always.
me.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I
All right.
appreciate you let me join, and appreciate
Yeah, no
you
troubles.
answering my mom's tomato plants and peppers. So I'll pass the word on to her, and
Oh,
I'll send you an email tomorrow or whenever I get around to it next time I'm over
okay.
there or whatever, and I'll take a picture and I'll email a picture over to you of them, so
Yeah.
and see what you think in that. So
Yeah. I'll probably share it with Cliff. He'll probably go, "Yep, I've dealt with that."
yeah,
Like I said, but I've never had to deal with the end rot, or what is it called? Uh,
I don't even know.
end root or something like that. Yeah, end root. Yeah, I've never had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll
Mm,
next time I head over there, I'll take a
yeah.
picture to you and
Yeah.
email it
Yeah.
over. See
Yeah.
what you
If Cliff wants to jump in and chime in on that, I would love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me send that out again because he can. Yeah, if he's dealt with it, he can explain it a lot more.
Yeah, I gotta get off here, but I'll still continue to watch if he wants to
Alrighty.
join. I'll listen
Yeah.
into it. So I appreciate you
Yeah.
having me on, and
No troubles.
so I'll like I said, I'll send you the email whenever I get around to it later on this week or something, and
Alrighty.
see what you think. But y'all have a good night, and thanks again, Jason, for having me on.
No troubles. Yeah. Thanks for
So,
coming on.
yeah, no problem. You have a good night, okay?
All right. You enjoy. Enjoy
All
your
right,
night.
thanks.
All right. Bye. You moved. There we go.
I guess I can pop on for a little bit to
Yeah.
explain that.
Yeah. I got like 12 minutes.
No, it's basically just end rot, like the end of your fruits just start turning black for no random reason, even though your plant looks healthy. Yeah, it could be a number of things. Could be airflow problem. Could be bugs. Something. Could be lack of nutrition, lack of water. Now my
Too much
tomatoes do
water.
that on me every once in a while. Well, it's always only on the tomatoes too. I don't rarely get them on the bell peppers, since the bell peppers are usually a more hardy fruit. I don't normally have the end
Like I
rot
said,
on them. It's always on the
Yeah.
tomato for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. So the only problem I've had this year is tomatoes not blooming, and when they do bloom, they fall off right after they're done blooming. And it's every tomato plant.
You do know those. You do know that most tomato plants, or 90% of most tomato plant species, are not that you have to
Fruit bearing.
self-pollinate.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if I ended up with all the male plants.
No, what it is when they have because depending on the plant, they usually grow in like little clusters, unless it's like the like beefsteak tomatoes. They usually those usually grow in like clusters of like 1 or 2. But your like cherry tomatoes, your aromas, they'll grow in clusters of like 3 or 4 or 5. Unless you're using like the I want to say the grape tomatoes or the I want to think of brandywine tomato or the little tiny red tomatoes basically. they'll grow in like little clusters of like 10 to 15.
Mhm.
You have to actually shake your plants or give your plant a little shake every once in a while when you see the flowers, because the flowers on them are both male and female, but you have to
Okay,
shake
yeah,
in order to get them to pollinate.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I have not seen any pollinators here this year until this morning.
I
I finally
have
saw one.
never seen a single bee in the like 2 or 3 years that I've been growing tomatoes on my tomato plants.
Yeah.
They don't
Well,
touch them for no reason.
Yeah, I saw him today at the. Yeah, yes, I was. I was a paid killer. Yes, I did that for. That was my title. My last 13 years with the city.
That totally didn't do what I needed.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, cherry tomatoes aren't blooming. I got
Yeah, just go out
some
and give your
heirlooms.
plants a shake every once in a while
Yeah,
when you
like I
start
said,
seeing the flowers.
yeah, like I said, that's if they were blooming. Like I said, I'm not getting any blooms. Very, very
Um,
rarely. And I know when it's
some
tries.
tomato plants are very late when it comes to starting blooms,
Oh yeah,
but
they're as tall as I am.
has to have a lot of water.
Yeah, his wife says they're licensed to kill. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, when I went to work where I am now, what'd you do before? I says, oh, I was a trained killer. And they're all like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, no, I was
Just
pest
a murderer.
control. I was just pest control. And they go, oh, okay. Just want to see your guys' reaction. But yeah, like I said, I got the cherry tomato, nothing. I had a little Roma, nothing. The the Apache, nothing. The Lincoln, nothing. And I got one volunteer out away from the house, and I have all these all separated in locations in 3 different areas. And same thing, 3 different soil types.
That's weird.
Yes. What happened to your garden? Cecilia wants to know.
Oh, because of my comment earlier when I said my garden died.
Oh,
No, my garden is doing fine. I've just been so focused on other things that I've not even bothered filming. I've got probably 2 or 3 6-pound zucchinis just chilling on my plant. I haven't even taken them
oh
off.
wow.
These things are. I got one of them. That thing's probably about the size of a football, diameter wise,
Oh wow.
and about as long as a. I don't even know. Yeah, that thing's probably good 16, 18 inches long. And I got 2 of them on the same plant. I've got about 15 right now. Well, 14 because one of them actually self-released cantaloupes. I probably have about 15 cucumbers and about 6 dragon slicer cucumbers. And my beans are finally taken off like I wanted them to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the whole
So,
system.
a lot of people don't realize that we have late season.
Well, no, the beans are weird. They take a while to establish, and they'll produce
Yeah.
little by little throughout their growing season. But at a certain point of time, they just go full bore, and there's everything just opens up, and there's beans everywhere.
Yeah.
I can walk under my archway, my bean arch, and I can literally just go like this, and just 50, 60 beans just right in there, just hit them.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that thing is going full bore now. But mind you, there's like 40 plants in there. Well, about 30 plants.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those things are taking up a lot of nutrients too.
Oh, I gotta water them constantly. But
Oh yeah.
the thing is, the way it's set up is that all of the plants where they're at create their own micro ecosystem.
Oh yeah. It's amazing what you can do with a day-old beer in the soil.
I don't even do beer, dude. I just leave my soil the way it is. I do my own.
Well, no,
blend.
I just use that to inoculate a fresh compost pile. It actually helps. It just gives you a couple of weeks head start getting going.
Yeah, no, mine surprisingly, I had all my beans were already growing by by March, April, May. Yeah, but they were the third week in May or April. They were already out of the ground. Because usually down here, April 15th, we're on April 15th. Like usually the second week in April is the last frost days for us.
Yeah.
But I had already planted my stuff like weeks before, like a week before, 3 weeks before, and I just covered it with a black 6 mil sheet of plastic, and within a week, I had those things were already 4 inches tall.
Yeah. Get the soil nice and warm. Yeah, but like I said, I did notice this morning. I did notice a cucumber this morning off my Armenian cucumber. So
nice. Those are supposed to produce a lot of cucumbers.
Oh, they do, and they are tasty. They're my favorite.
They're short ones, but they use that plant usually produces
the big ones. These are big ones. Yeah. If you let them go too long, they end up looking like a loofah sponge, and they'll split open on you. I like to keep them right around about that 12 inches or shorter, if at all possible. But yeah, sometimes they do get a little bit out of hand, and I was pulling them a little bit late. But I've had these seeds 4 years, and I almost got 100% germination out of them. The ones I had here inside the house, the ones I had inside the shop.
Fruit.
Yeah, so I had
seeds for eternity.
Oh yeah, and these are the I keep on calling it heritage. It's not heritage. It's the heirlooms.
Heirlooms.
Yes. Yeah.
Heritage, heirlooms, same difference.
No, heritage and heirloom is different. Yeah.
It's
in the dictionary. It's different.
It's different, but when it comes to seeds, it's pretty much qualified the same thing.
Yeah, it's nothing where it's grown for that 1 year. Yeah.
Well, for seeds. Oh, sorry. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, even my pepper plants, they just did not want to do anything this year.
How often did you water them?
I watered them just enough to keep the soil just moist.
Well, the problem is you live in the same kind of climate that I do, hot and dry. So if
I'm hot and wet.
Oh, you're hot and wet this season?
Mm-hmm.
At least once a week, Jason, deep soak your bell peppers.
Yeah.
Deep soak. Put them on a low, slow water flow or whatever to get that soil moist all the way down.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'll flood it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, I even tried stressing them into blooming. Nothing.
That's weird. See, I've got 2 bell pepper plants that I actually overwintered in the greenhouse. Got them back in the garden. Entirely different spot this year, but they started taking it. They slow to take off, mind you, but then they finally grew. I probably got about 15 bell peppers off both plants combined. Mm-hmm. One of them's kind of struggling a little bit, but I think that's just due to some other things. The other random bell peppers that I didn't even bother planting that just decided to sprout up on their own out of nowhere, out of freaking my garden's own volition. I've got 4 of them that are probably about 3 feet high.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should do a pH test. I wonder if it might be too acidic.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Or not.
Mine's just a mulch bed.
Who knows?
Yeah, mine's a self-made mulch bed. So
I did the hugelkultur method where I layered my beds. I've got Well, I kind of didn't know what it was called at the time, but I just did it anyway because I had a whole bunch of leaf mulch. I have like 4 huge trees, so every year I get like 200 pounds of leaves. So I just layered them all in there, threw some dirt and compost and mulch and bricks and bark and sticks, and did it again with some more leaves and threw about 6-8 inches of dirt on there. And over the last few years, it's been compacting. So hopefully next year I'll actually start seeing the benefits of the decommissioning of the organic material. Yeah.
I've been watching the guy Self-Sufficient Me do that.
Mark.
Yeah, like I said, is that his name?
Yes.
I've never talked to him. I've just
I've never talked to him either. I've been watching his channel for like the last 2-3 years.
Oh, okay. I only started watching it about a year now, and I saw his hugelkultur. I'm going, well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of gardeners that do that. Oh man, I know Mallory has done it at one point. Silhouette Home. God, there's a ton of them. Sweeney's Creek Farm. Steve. Good Lord, I forgot his name for a second there. I was like, Steve. I think they've done it. There's a lot of gardeners that'll do it, but the problem is it takes 3 to 4 years to see the benefits of doing it.
Yeah, it's just getting it going.
Because the decomposition of the materials, the thicker your material is, the longer it takes to decompose.
Yeah, and not only that, when everything is decomposing, it's also sucking all the nitrogen out of the vicinity too, as well.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, that stuff it's heck on the soil, but once you get your soil, once it starts to decompose the right way, like it does in nature, you start getting that nice, rich, nutrient soil, and then your plants just explode with life.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's 10 o'clock here. I have people that do have to go to work in the morning. I don't have to work tomorrow. Since my schedule is screwed up for 8 days. Day on, day off, day on, day off, day on, day off, day on, day off for 8 days.
So this one was your day on.
Today's the day on. I had yesterday off, so yeah.
Gotcha. I got today and tomorrow off, so.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, so we'll be on Colin's channel tomorrow. We'll find out what's going on. He's supposed to have the internet guy's supposed to be over at his house tomorrow. And
hopefully he can get squared away.
Yeah, I said, hopefully that's the only problem that is with that laptop of Jenny's. It's just the...
Before, he just needs to purchase a new laptop.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping all he needs is just a new cord for his.
Possibly.
Yeah, he says he's played with the cord before. It'll charge, not charge, charge, not charge, and that sounds like the cord.
Yeah, that's a definitely cord issue. But the cords are usually almost as expensive as the dang computer.
Yeah, he says he found them for like $40. I'm going, no, that's a pretty good deal. So good luck trying to find one underneath $90 to $100.
Depends on the if it's an Apple one, yeah.
Yeah, I got an HP, so yeah, it's just one of those things. Okay, well, like I said, I just got the 10 o'clock notice.
Gotcha. All right,
okay.
We'll catch you all later.
Yeah, get to everybody later.
Cecilia.
Yep, and see you tomorrow. Same thing with Cecilia. Thank you, everybody, for coming onto the channel today. And always remember to go outside. What was it? Grow it, harvest it, catch it, clean it, cook it, eat it, and then you get to share it amongst all your friends and teach other people. For some moment, I drew a blank.
I know, I saw that.
It was like, yeah. Usually, I have something here to remind me about that, but yeah. I've been scatterbrained the past few days doing all this around me. I'm working on the house too. So,
nice.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, have a good night, and everybody be safe out there. Yeah, brain fart. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, everybody have a good night.
Take care, folks.